Hi, I'm lovely to meet up with you on the range yesterday and do some work on your game. Just a quick recap on the points that we've covered. The first thing I want to look at is improving the foot position. We can see here at the start of your session, feet very square. You mentioned that you were having difficulty with your turn and you've had some problems with your knees over the years. Therefore, what I'd like to see is more like we see here on the far right hand side of your screen, much better foot position as the feet are turned out, the knees are also turned out, which makes it much easier for the hips to turn properly during the backswing. Here we see a much improved setup. We've got the back of the belt a little bit higher than the front of the belt, therefore we're requiring a little bit less knee flex here at setup, and what I'd like to see is the handle of the club just get down to around about belt buckle level. You can see there it's a little bit higher going midway through your lower body. So shaft of the club just down a little bit. We did discuss that in the session. I don't want to be too critical at this stage, but that's something that would help overall in your ability to swing the golf club on the correct plane. Having said that, with a much improved foot flow, what we're seeing during the backswing now is the hips moving properly or better. We're getting a little bit more of an up and back move with the right hip. Now, strong position at the top of the backswing there for someone who's played golf for the length of time that you have. And then as we come down, we just tend to rotate quite a lot. So the right knee coming out, it's a sign of rotation. What I'd like to see is that right knee shoot out less and introduce a little bit more linear movement into your golf swing. So the drill I suggested ultimately was where we move against the wall. You're going to make a normal backswing, and then you're going to move the hips into the wall. Now you can see there that you move the hips alone, whereas what I want you to do is more what we see with this next clip, where the hips and the arms come down. There you go. Hips forward, arms down. Remember, a good golf swing, a good downswing is a blend of both linear and rotation. So we've got to have sufficient movement towards the target with the hips, as well as having sufficient clearance. Too much clearance, not a good thing. Too much linear movement, not a good thing. But in your particular case, the more linear movement we can introduce, you can see the angles in your right arm there being maintained, super position there, as opposed to what we see here, where the right arm runs out and straightens quite quickly, causing the club face to close down too much and the shaft to swing to the left. So turn the feet out, get the hips moving forward into that wall, as we see here on the far right hand side. This is a key move for you in the downswing. Hips forward, arms down. Try and develop that position. Now remember, as you do that, the upper centre, the sternum or the head, whichever you want to relate it to, stays fixed. You don't want that moving back or forward. Stays fixed. So the head is staying between the feet. It's the lower body that's moving forward. Good luck with it. Have a great Christmas. Look forward to working with you in the new year. Well done.